checked.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to BVI Pilots. I'm your host, John. Glad to be here with you guys once again. It's been a minute since I've done a video, but I've been busy. You know, I got college, I got work, and all kinds of other stuff going on, so I just can't jump on a video as much as I'd like to. But I do have a guest with us today as well, and I'll introduce you to our guest here in a minute. But I want to talk to you about something that really not many people talk about, and that is Eurofly. You know, this is a sim that, I mean, it's not a sim. It's more of a flying, not game.
Beginner.
A beginner area for flying, I would say, yeah. And with that said, because we've got a beginner here, as a matter of fact, that is going to be learning how to fly in the sim here very shortly. And that said, I will introduce you. What do you want to go by? Because I didn't know. What do you want people to call you? What do you want to go by?
I don't think Isla's a good thing to go by, do you?
I mean, you can. It's
then why the hell not?
It's who you want to be. And if that's what you want to be in the simming community, then you can go by Isla, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Okay, we're going by that 'cause it's my real name.
Okay.
They didn't hear that, did they?
Well, yeah, they can hear you.
Okay.
They can hear me and everything else going on. So this is her first time doing this, so she's getting used to it. But so you are new on Eurofly. How long you been flying with the Eurofly thing?
I've been flying with Eurofly since maybe like a couple of years.
Oh, so
It was a bit overwhelming at first. Yeah, I'm not new. You are, but
yeah, I'm definitely new on
was-
Eurofly. Yeah.
It was a bit overwhelming at first, but now it's like second nature to me. And I don't know, I hear all about how Eurofly is this and Eurofly is that, but to me, it's not. It's just a game where you're learning to fly. It's not like, not everything in the blind community is going to cater to realism. So
Exactly.
whoever thinks that might want to wake up.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I think that the guy that has built this program, I think he's done a good job.
I do too.
An update's getting ready to come out. Eurofly 2?
3.
3.
No,
And
3.
so I don't have any details on that yet, but when we get them, I'll let you know. But it's a way to, number one, have fun. That's, at the end of the day, that's what all this is about, you guys. It's about having fun and learning at the same time.
Stop recording. Checkbox check.
Obviously, but
Let me. If you guys, sorry, John. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
If you guys aren't having fun, you're not going to play the game. I don't care how realistic it is. You're not going to play it.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, if you get tired of it so much, you're just going to uninstall it because it'll be like work.
Yeah,
And
and
some of you might have work or school to go to, and you don't want to deal with that shit. I know I wouldn't.
yeah, exactly. Well, and the thing is, you're wanting to learn to be able to get into the real sim and actually fly, and Eurofly might be different, but if you've never done it, you're not going to fly that neither. You're not going to fly that. And so, point being, she's been with Eurofly for quite a while now. She's learned it inside out. I believe that's every reason why you should be ready to jump into the real sim and start learning how that works. There are a few similarities. A few.
Gotcha.
It's the commands are somewhat similar. You got, for example, for your air auto throttle is Shift R that turns it on. For your flaps to move them in and out is, technically it's F5 to F8, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5 brings them all the way in, no matter where they're at. They can be all the way out. You hit F5, it brings them in. 6
That's cool.
puts them out in, slowly. It doesn't just put them all the way out.
Wow.
I just said that wrong.
In case people are
7.
standing nearby and you don't want to clip them.
Yeah, exactly. 7 puts them out incrementally, not 6. 6 brings them in slow. 7 takes them out slow. 8 takes them all the way out. So from completely in to completely all the way out. But that's just a point that some of these commands are similar.
Yeah.
Just like with Eurofly. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've been flying on the sim for, February will be a year. I plan to celebrate that. And I've learned a lot. I think that I'm a pretty damn good simmer. But I never flew with Eurofly. And I done crashed the plane twice. Twice.
Yeah, he did. It's true. He crashed it twice. I only crashed it once my first time.
Because here's the thing. In Eurofly, you don't just have autopilot and, it does everything for you, altitude and all this. When you're climbing, you got to do the climbing. You got to do it. I would think, though, with the bigger commercial airlines,
You have to work your way up to all of that.
when you get into a commercial, though, I'm sure there is altitude or your autopilot and all that, right?
Yeah. When you work up to it, yes.
Yeah. And it's again, it's cool because, I don't discredit the guy. I think he's done a pretty good job. What I'm going to do real quick, I'm not going to fly necessarily, but I'm going to give you guys a view of just the start of it, kind of like what the menu looks like.
Yeah, I can't fly, he'll crash. And you guys don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself. I do that enough every day as it is.
Hush,
The music will get a little loud. I don't know why it don't turn down, but we'll get out of it
Welcome to
here in a minute.
John, I
Eurofly.
told you. Wait, no.
About Eurofly.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Tasks. About Euro
I'm
tasks.
just going to go here. We'll start at the top.
About Eurofly. Exit. About the program. Pause. Test your speaker. Options.
Okay, let's just start here. So you got options where you go in, you adjust everything. And I mean like your sound settings, everything.
Test your speakers.
You can test your speakers.
Storms. Yep.
Right. Test your speakers. Pause.
Advance. I think I'm saying advance. Mine's not working right now. I think there's a setting you got to do, or maybe move some directories around or something. I don't know, but I don't worry about that. That's for the online stuff.
About the program.
About the program, obviously, it speaks for itself.
Exit. About Eurofly.
Yeah.
Then there's about Eurofly. So there's 2 about. So I'm not sure the difference in that. We'll talk to Iz here when we're done and see what she might know.
Tasks.
And then there's tasks. That's where I'm going to go now.
List. Viper 1.
So now I'm in.
Or if you guys have the enhanced mod that they put out for Eurofly, it's called missions.
Yeah, it's for some reason mine didn't pop in like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell went wrong.
What's cool is you can have as many profiles as you want to. And that's cool. So I'm just going to load. The way you load your profile is you go into task or missions and then hit enter on your profile.
Information dialog. If you register this profile,
Do you want to register? Hit no.
Would you like to know, but no plus N.
Because that's just online stuff.
Or yes, if you can
Or
do
yes.
it right, and then tell us because we have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not working. It
Exactly.
hates us.
Yeah. So
We're gonna prosecute it.
we are. And then you hit. So as you do that, you hit enter,
Eurofly.
and now it's going to.
Then get started on the map.
And wait till you guys hear it.
And you can be in hangar. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I think
You can be.
we're loading.
Now, you guys can choose to be in hangar, where you take the plane out. You know, realistically, you take the plane out, you drive it to where it needs to go, then get to the gates and the runways. But me, I'm too lazy for all that shit. So I just started the parking zone, so you can have that if you want.
That is so cool. They did really good on the sounds there, I think, with the jets flying by.
I did too. Yeah,
Now,
they did really good.
I wonder what that means. I heard this beep. It went ding. I guess that means everything's loaded, maybe. That one sounds like
See, I don't know. I have the mod. I don't know.
Oh,
if
that's
anybody
right.
has the mod, please give it to John.
Yeah, if you got the
Please,
mod,
I'm begging you, give it to John.
share it with me.
Please.
Maybe I can go and download it or
I
something.
don't know how to help him with this
So
version. I really don't know how to
let's
help
talk
him.
about some of the basic commands. And I'm going to do those commands as you tell me. So
Okay. So
first is
Control Shift.
Yep. Control Shift K.
Control Shift F
Oh, F.
turns on your frequency.
Are we doing that before we do the computer one, or before we do Control Shift K?
Shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
No.
So-
yeah, Control Shift K turns on the flight management computer.
Computer
Which you
on.
have in your sim.
Without
Okay,
that
don't talk
on,
about it
you're
all
not
the
going to
time.
have any. You won't be able to fly, I don't think, without that being on.
No, without that, you're gonna crash, regardless of where you are in the air.
Yeah. So again, that's Control Shift K, you guys. That is the flight control. That's the computer.
Flight management computer.
Yep. Now move on to the next one.
Then Control Shift F is your frequency, where you
Land.
can
Done.
set
Frequency.
ground, the approach.
Now you can hear the static. Before we move on, what you got to do here, I do remember you hit F by itself,
New 132.3.
132.3. So that means I'm going to enter that frequency in by doing Alt F.
F.
Let me get the frequency again.
New 132.3.
132.3. Alt
Enter
F.
frequency. Edit land.
So
And
132.3.
then 0.3.
Eurofly.
And you can also use the number pad if you've got one. You don't have to use
Oh,
the
can
number
you?
row above the keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you guys heard, it gave me a squawk. Here it is. I'll hit spacebar again.
Squawk 7262.
So how do we do squawk? Yes.
7. Okay. Did you turn on the transmitter with Control Shift T?
Done.
Yep.
Then type that number in with Alt T.
What was that? 7262, I think.
Squawk 7262.
7262. I'm gonna do Alt T.
Transponder. Edit land. Num lock on.
7262.
262.
7262. There we go.
Identification confirmed.
And now that's confirmed.
Then it'll say it'll be confirmed.
Yep. And so what's next?
Identification, and then for people that have gotten further than map 1, not trying to dog you, John, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
You know what happens next. You get your passengers, you go to the gates. But for right now, you check where you need to go with A, which is the stop.
Which I'm gonna do now. We'll hit A.
Wait.
Welcome to
do
Eurofly.
shift-
Viper 1. In just
you
a
can
few
do
flights,
shift
you'll be
A,
clocking
which
hours and
brings
are
up
employed.
a
We'll give you 10
list.
flights to test your pilot skills. Your first test. State this
Okay,
says the
that's right.
172 and depart from Nove Zamki and set course to Surini. It's a very short flight, so if there's any problems, we're hoping you're
Sorny.
technical. Good luck.
Sorny. Some of these are hard to understand.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a way you can
Thank
look at it.
No,
Is there a
no,
way to
that's
look at the is there a way to look at what your flight is? Like a way you can actually look at what it's saying, or do you just gotta
Yeah, Shift A.
Shift A?
List. Task 00. Task 00.
That brings up a
It says task
A list.
00.
Departure. Nove Zamki, Slovakia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Navi. That's what that says.
Nove
Nave.
Zamki,
Nave Zamki,
Slovakia.
Slovakia.
Bottom.
Oh,
Slovakia.
yeah.
Destination. Surini, Slovakia.
Destination.
Passengers. No. Destination. Land. Surini.
Shorny.
U-S-U-R-A-N-Y. Space.
Suriny. And it tells you right here, passengers.
Passengers, no.
No.
Legs, none.
No.
No legs.
Aircraft, says the C-172. Required countries,
Which means no
none.
stops over.
Prohibited
No
countries,
different airports you gotta
Required
stop at
points,
to get other
none.
people.
So I can hit escape to get out of this, right?
Yes.
Land, Eurofly.
And then to set that,
Now, what you're gonna do is control F8.
okay,
Land,
and it's going to bring up the list, you guys, of all
It's
the
gonna bring up the
different
list of
places
places.
you can
Slovakia,
go.
Nave, Zombie,
All
Euro,
the
Land.
places, all the countries, all
Slovakia,
the
Surrey,
continents,
713 left,
all the
zoom in.
everything.
And right there it is. Second one on the list.
Yep.
And you just hit enter.
Go to Journey. No, space.
Or
Hit
space.
to add it to
Destination set,
navigation.
Eurofly.
Destination set, Eurofly. So now you've got it set.
And then,
We got
and
rain.
then you hit. Well, I hit because I'm lazy. Control Shift E.
Control
That fills
Shift
up
E.
your gas tank
Land.
to the whole like all the gas tank.
There's your quick way to do your gas. Okay, we got that done.
You don't have to do a control. Alright, well, for this, you know, normally you'd have to go to your runway, park, and then do all this. But for right now, you do Control Shift V to turn on the ventilation.
Land,
Now, for some reason, mine don't say anything. I don't know if it's supposed to or not.
It does
Oh.
with the enhanced mod.
It's because of the type of jet. Well, it's because of the plane that I'm in. It's because this is a small Cessna.
Cessna.
And then there's let's move on to the next one.
Control Shift T. I mean, no, whoa, sorry. Control Shift C.
And what does that do?
That turns on your TCAS. That makes sure you don't. It warns you when you're coming in, when airplanes are coming in near you, so you don't hit them.
Okay, now it
and
didn't
crash
say
in the
anything
air.
yet, but maybe the motors got to be,
Normally it's just
the
like-
engine got to be on. Let's start it up. How do we start it?
I forgot about the engine.
Let's tell 'em that.
I
So-
forgot about the engine.
It's real easy to start up, you guys.
Sorry, guys.
Nope, you're good.
You guys can clearly tell I'm new at this.
It is
So-
all good.
Page up and page down turns on your.
Third page up.
None of this, as
Ready.
you can tell, none of this works.
Page
The
down.
ventilation, the TCAS, none of it works
Ready.
with
TCAS
the
on.
engine on.
There, now engine's on.
I mean off.
Control Shift C
It
did
won't work with the
Ocean
engine.
nearby, South Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that worked that time.
Here,
That is on.
Okay,
Seat belts, you guys. You got to do B.
Control B.
Control B for your seat belt.
Done.
We did that.
And hear the click. And then Control Shift Q.
Q.
To turn on like the climate control so you
Land.
don't freeze.
Tempering on.
And
And
then I think Control Shift P does the pressure.
Land,
yeah, but don't say. Oh well,
It
it's not
doesn't-
going to do pressure in this one because this is a Cessna. It's not a pressurized cabin, so that would explain that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so and then you definitely want this Control Shift S. It turns on the weather radar,
Land.
so
Storm
for
radar
turbulence,
on.
you know what you're flying into.
Yep. And then we got to close up
Then
the
once that's
cockpit.
all done, yep, I close up the cockpit with Alt O. For those that are loading passengers, there's a more complicated way. You have to open the door, turn off the engine, load the passengers, fuel up, put your navigation, and close the door again. It's not
Wow.
such
App
a
start
good
cursor, normal
choice.
cursor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then
We're going to try to
Left.
take off here in a few minutes just to see how it works out, but
please,
I will.
Control F.
land,
Pulls up your pulls out your flaps.
Done.
And she's in the cockpit with us, you guys, so
Yep.
hopefully I can be safe this time.
You better. I'll come after you. I
Maybe
know
I'm
you
thinking maybe I was hitting the up arrow too many times, or the down arrow, not up, Down arrow is not going to raise you up.
Yeah, down is to raise up, and up is to raise down.
So how many times do you normally, would you tell someone to use their arrows when they're lifting up off the ground?
For me, I usually end up doing 12 or 14.
Do you do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then stop? Or do you do it slow, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, I do it like
7, 8,
every
9.
press arrow down. I don't do it super fast. I just do it.
Right. Right.
Just do it.
Guys,
And then
B
you can check
is
your height with
brakes,
C.
and C is.
It turns off the brakes.
You said C is your height?
Z is.
Oh, Z.
No, Z.
Zero.
As in zoo.
Right. Right. Yeah, I hit C earlier and it said 1, then 2, then 3. So I don't know what that does. Like it kept changing numbers when I'd hit C.
That's because you said Z. That's raising.
No.
That's raising.
C is in Charlie.
C. I don't mess with, like, I'm not all that technical.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know what's important to me.
To be able to fly, right? Brakes is B, as in boy. I'm going to show you what it sounds like. Then I'm going to put my brakes back on for the moment.
Off.
So it'll say off when the
the
brakes are off. It does. It really does. They should change that to more like a clicking noise.
Done.
No, they sound like a window.
And now the
button
brakes are
up
back
down.
on. There is a help file that comes with it. You know, I'd say.
Yeah, you go into Eurofly documentation and quick start guide.
And guys, there's plenty of flying. Keep you busy every day. Every day.
There is.
And
Believe me.
there's probably more
This is
stuff
just
you can
the
get
first
involved
one.
in when you're online. I'd say you can probably,
Probably.
you know.
Really, please, if you guys really know anything about this online shit, please help us. We have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know
Thanks,
anything
Gus.
about it neither.
We're gonna have to prosecute it.
But I say before me and Isla take off here to try to fly this thing, and we're going to have you guys with us. And well, it's good though. I can show you what it does, and maybe you can be like, oh, well, that's why, John, you didn't do this or did that. But I think as far as us, you know, throwing other programs under the bus and stuff, I think that needs to go away. Like, every
Yeah, I do
company works hard for their baby. This is their baby. This is their piece of work that they worked hard
And
on.
look, just because you don't like it, doesn't mean you have to buy it. If you don't like it, okay, you don't like it. Stop telling everyone, oh, don't buy this, blah, 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 just because you don't like it. That influences other people.
Yeah, and by the way, this is free.
I've liked plenty of games. Yeah, I've liked plenty of games. Other people haven't.
Yep.
So please just stop throwing programs under the bus.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I mean, I think that even FS Tramp, you know, there's a lot of stuff we don't like about it. And even myself, I used to complain about it. But then I'm like, you know what? It is
what it is.
It is what it is. And, you know, we fly with it. Eventually we'll be out from under it, and that's great. But it did give us the ability to fly. You know, it did allow us to fly. And so, wow, it's really thunder and lightning in here.
Sorry. Yeah, it is. Those storms are crazy. This is gonna sound harsh to anybody who is like that, but if you guys don't like it and you're gonna complain, you guys go and write lines of code and see how it turns out.
Yeah, mine would turn out like trying to make a batch of homemade biscuits with fresh gravy. It would be a freaking disaster. It'd be a disaster. But you know, it's like any other program too, you guys, on all of them. FS Tramp, Eurofly, it don't matter. They all have their own little things that have to be changed, had to be fixed. I'm curious to see what's going to be the difference between 2 and 3 on Eurofly.
Me too. There's plenty of developers that have given up games because people didn't like it and harped on it all day long.
There goes another jet. So cool because it sounds real. Hey, what was the command
I
to
know.
open the door?
Control R.
I'm going to show
While
that
he
to
lights
him.
up his incense.
I love my candles. Control R.
Land.
Now check that out. You get the nature sound. You get the nature sound outside, the birds, the thunder. Okay, that rain's cold. Let's close that door. Forget that.
Yeah, really.
All right,
We don't
doors
need pneumonia
closed.
here.
We need to tuck in the cockpit. So what's the command to close up the cockpit?
Alt-O.
And I think that might be for the window, isn't it? I think.
What? What's for the... Oh, yeah. Yeah. It kind of sounds like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the window. Let me hit it again and open it.
Oh, window.
Do it again.
Dude, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's a window. It's got to be, because on the Cessna, there's only one door,
Yeah.
and that's what the what was it? Not Control O, or was it Control O that opened up the main
No,
door?
Oh, Control R.
Or yeah, Control R. I guess
And then
you could think of it as
Alt-O closes the something or other. Who knows?
maybe
I
R.
only
You
close
could
it when
think
the
of
passengers
rear
get
door. I
too-
don't know.
Noisy. And I had to close it because I'm getting annoyed.
Oh, with the Alt O.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what that is. It's a door between the cockpit and the passengers.
Oh.
Because when you close that, it quietens them up, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, it does. And you don't hear them. You just hear the plane and stewardesses,
I've only got
flight people. Walking
one
back and
guest
forth.
with us today, you guys. So
It's fine. I'm enough. I'm sorry, that's
F1,
rude.
I enjoy your company.
Alerts. Thank you.
F1 will alert ground, I guess.
F1 will ask the tower if you can leave, and
So-
they'll say whether yes or no.
So let's hit the F1 and see what they say. They better remember that I am a
Those in nearby,
prosecutor.
South Atlantic.
SK737, you are cleared to take off using the runway in front of you.
Clear for takeoff using the runway in front of you. So we're going to undo the brake.
Off.
I'm going to do Alt.
Okay.
Here we go.
Home to increase your speed.
17/140.
Now keep an eye
28/140.
on your speed.
28,
39/140.
39,
47/140. 54/140. 62/140. 68/140. 75.
75. I hit delete. That's going to keep us
Okay,
there.
hit delete, yep. And then use the arrows to go up.
8, 9, 10, 11,
0,
12, 13, 14, 15.
9.
Stop.
SK737, climb and continue heading north.
17. 19. 20.
Hit Z.
22. 25.
Okay, we're climbing.
28. Land.
Okay, now go
30.
Control F,
Cursor,
No.
normal cursor.
pull in your flap.
We lost, so that's what it does to me. I get to about 20 feet, and we,
About Eurofly.
let's go ahead and, hold on, we'll close that. 1 second, guys.
Eurofly.
Which ain't a big
You know
deal,
what, guys?
'cause
Here's what I'm gonna do.
I
When
just
John
wanted to
comes
show
and
you
sees
guys.
me,
Exit.
I will show you how to do a good flight. Okay,
Okay, we'll
I
exit
promise.
that. And I'm going to be doing more videos later on. Anybody knows
I'll
me,
teach him. Don't worry.
well, that, and I'll have that figured out quickly. I think it's probably got to do, maybe I need to just raise my gear quicker. Because I was climbing, because I was going up from 14 to 16 to 19. So maybe the gear needs to come up right away. Or my flaps might, I think them flaps need to come in. as soon as
They
I start
do.
climbing because
Yeah, they do, and your landing gear.
yeah,
Because once you hear that whoosh sound, that means you're in the air.
yeah,
I don't know how to explain it.
bring the flaps in.
That means you bring your flaps in and your gears up immediately.
Yep,
Once you hear that thing.
that's what we'll do. So, but what I wanted to do, you guys, was show you,
Ops 26.1, Eurofly
you know,
2.0.
what it looked like, and give a little credit to the guy
Repeat the
because,
last top.
and what you're looking at right now
Heading level 1. Euro.
is the help file. This shows you all your commands.
Copy this document.
I'm not going through all this. You guys can do that yourself.
You guys have screeners.
If you want Eurofly, if things worked out the way that I want it to, you'll find a link down below in the description. Click on that link and go and download yourself a copy of it.
Or if the link doesn't work, you can go to audiogames.net and scroll through the list of audio games and you can download it that way.
Yeah, that's a good resource page for sure. But it's fun, and I think that, me, I like doing different stuff every now and then, so it's kind of cool to.
Yeah, me too.
I never got to check this out, and honestly, now that I've checked it out, I don't think it's that bad at all. I know
So,
some people
Shout
compare
out
it.
goes to Stefan. Thank you so much for making this.
Yeah, thank you, Stefan. It's a good program, and I plan on doing more videos with Eurofly. Cause it's a good program, and you too. That's right. We got to work out some audio
Yeah.
settings, and then we'll be able to do even more.
Oh my god, I know.
But
Dearest, what God.
it's worth it. It's worth it to try
is.
different stuff. I mean, like I said, I like it, and it's something different. But you gotta try it yourself. If you like it, you like it. If you don't,
Yeah.
you don't. And we're not. Hey, I'm not judging you on
don't.
that. That's
No, you don't have to like it. It's
It's
just
your
how we
opinion.
feel.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, guys, before we go, I would like to ask you to give us a thumbs up just to show that you appreciate this video or another video you've watched, or
Give a shout out
just-
too.
just to show you appreciate the channel in general, and tap on that subscribe button and join us as well here at BVI Pilots. Isla has
I'll give a
some
shout
shout outs she's wanting to do as well, so go ahead, Iz.
Okay, shout out to all the pilots that are, oh god, going through all of this and COVID, and please stay safe. That's all I gotta tell you. Stay safe and do social distancing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Thank you for going through this insane chaos.
Yeah, because a lot of you guys are still out there flying every day, doing the cargo and all that. So, it's
Thank you.
definitely. I agree.
I know it's probably hell.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. And it's like we're all going through all these hard times right now, and
Yeah.
we just got to stick together. Seeing our country fighting against each other, seeing one half fighting the other half, and all this stuff. I'm not going to get into all that, but
No.
it's
neither.
sad. It's sad.
That's not. Yeah,
um,
it is.
I'm not going to come on here and talk about
To all
one.
that are watching and or listening, please stay safe and wear masks and just stay safe and stay out of the conflict.
Yeah, and just do your basic knowledgeable things with this
Basic
right now.
needs of life. Yeah.
Like when you wash your hands for more than 2 seconds. Put your hands under there and wash your hands. 2 or 3 minutes. Don't be in people's face. Don't go to the store if you don't got to go to the store. Some of this stuff we could do to help prevent this from spreading so rapidly.
Basically, don't leave your house unless it's absolutely necessary.
Indiana,
Or
by
you
the
know
way.
you're going to be safe.
Exactly. And I want to just say to anyone that is out of Indiana right now, we are way up there right now, and it's been unfortunate that we found out that that other strand has hit Indiana, and that's scary to think about. We don't know. You know, is
Yeah, to everyone that's in.
is the vaccine going to take care of the next one? We don't know. But point is, guys, stay home. I don't want to be stuck home neither, but I'd rather be stuck home and be safe than just to be a butthead about it and go out in public and, you know,
Yeah.
elbow to elbow. No way. So, anyways, shout out to everybody else, the BVI Pilot Community, Declan, Marshall, all you guys. Y'all keep on flying. Do what you do.
Shout out to you guys.
Yep, definitely. And again, a shout out to the developer of Euroflight. A good program. Keep doing what you're doing. And until next time, you guys, like I said,
Euroflight 2.0, blackbox.txt, ops
tap on that subscribe button
stop recording.
and join us here at BVI
Stop
Pilots.
recording.
Be sure to click on the notification button. Set your notifications to always so that you are notified each and every single time that we publish a new video right here. Izza will probably be joining me in more videos now in the future, so you'll be hearing more from her as well. Yeah, I'm excited. It's fun having you on, Iz. I enjoy it. So, all right, guys, we're out of here.
Stop recording.
We'll talk to you soon.
Alright, bye.